All right, folks, there you see Dick Ramsbottom coming out of pit road, getting ready for his first of two hot qualifying laps here at the Lady in Black. The track is too tough to tame. I'm just talking a bunch right now because the YouTube Dick just slammed into the wall in turn 3. He's all right, though, I think. But we talk a bunch there at the beginning because my voice tricks the YouTube music identifiers or whatever, and we don't get copyright strikes. All right, Dick, I think slamming into 3 there before your qualifying laps was not helpful. Anyway, let's take a look at these Winston Cup points standings brought to you by Oscar Mayer Hot Wieners. As Dick tries to look at the standings. One more time around. This is the Money Lap brought to you by Tabasco. Get into the red zone with Tabasco, a 30.816 on that first lap. He needs to be in the low 30s. He needs a good turn 2 there, and he got it. Ricky Rudd in the lead in the points, folks. Finally able to look over at the standings. All right, Dick slams it into 3. Gets out of 4. Let's see what he gets here. I'm going to say 30.2 something. Yikes. 30.473. Ah, boy. The following is a special presentation of Ass Motorsports. Folks, glad you're with us here on Ass for the Mall.com 400. We thought it was the Trans-South Financial 400, but it's the Mall.com 400. We forgot to check out Mall.com. Don't visit it. We don't know what's going on there these days here in the year 2025. Anyway, field's getting ready to roll out, or they probably already have. Take a look at the starting grid. Dale Earnhardt on the pole with a 29.602. Dick Ramsbottom, 810. Johnny Benson, son of a bitch. We changed the ratings. I don't know why he's up there. Jen Nemechek up there as well, starting P10. Jeff Gordon back there. Where's our boy Mark Martin? P12. We'll see if he's on the outside, so that's probably not good. We got some advice to bump up Terry Labonte's rating, so we have Steve Park, P13. Mike Skinner, P14. I guess we got to mess with these ratings a little bit more. It's a work in progress, folks. Take a look at the rest of this hot grid here. We have Rick Mass starting P23, coming off of a race at Atlanta. Jeremy Mayfield had 2 wins in the 2000 season, but he's been a tire burglar in our season here. And eventually we're going to probably getting close to Dick down there. He's starting P36. He's going to have to shit and get on his horse here. Right about now. Hitter, let's get at her. There's no patter for Dick. He only has one leg. The Mall.com 400 underway here on Ass Motorsports, or the Ass Sports Station. The Ass Sports Station Motorsports. Hot start here. Yeah, just an unfortunate qualifying effort there for Dick. We got a smoker already, folks. We were probably showing some hot Dick action there early. But it looks like there's a car up there smoking. We'll try to get a report from somebody that's watching that. It's a green car, folks. I think the only green car in the field is Chad Little and Bobby Labonte. So this is middle of the pack. That's going to be a Chad Little situation. Yeah, we were right. It was Chad Little. It was Chad Little, folks. We are going for an Emmy this year on our broadcast. Yeah, we were talking about Dick earlier. Dick Fever slowly taking over NASCAR. The Dick merch trucks are showing up at these tracks. People just love Dick. Still amazing that he slammed into turn 3 on that qualifying lap. He was thinking about this race for a day. Couldn't wait to get going. He did some hot practice laps, but just wasn't in the cards here. The starting grid's brought to you by Wrangler, by the way, folks. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans. We always forget to shout them out because we're never looking at the starting grid when we're talking about it. Yeah, I said we're going for an Emmy, but you see that nice big-ass billboard in turn 3? That's because we did get an influx of money. DC Solar, that brand that shall not be named going forward, they weren't giving us any checks. We were losing money. Thankfully, we got a new sponsor that's helping us out with our aerial platform. We'll talk about it. Dick's not doing too good right now. I'm hearing on the radio that us talking in his ear is messing with him. He said this is a tough track to figure out, and you really got to concentrate. And he said he bumped the difficulty up, whatever that means. I think he just sucks. I think that's what the problem is. Anyway, we'll send it back down. We will send it to Dick. He's back there, P38. Chad Little's probably DNFing, so at least Dick won't get a dead last finish here.
Thanks, Andre. Yeah, this is a tough track to get a handle on. The two turn, I mean, anybody watching this knows about Darlington. The two turns are just so different. And I usually just go with the ace setup, it's called, like a default ace setup. But this is one of the few times where I had to get in there and fiddle with it to get the car to turn a little bit better, and it's still not. This is tough. And I was trying to diagnose that pit road problem that was at Atlanta, and then this Darlington has it too. And I won't get too bogged down in the details, but there's two builds. There's a NASCAR 99 and a NASCAR Racing 2 on the website in the description. The NASCAR Racing 2 has basically the NASCAR Racing 2 tracks. It's basically a early 90s to like 1996 kind of look and feel to the tracks. And then the NASCAR Racing 99 build, which we call the classic build, has NASCAR 99 tracks. And so the tracks look different, and so everything's different. The folders are different, track names are different, and I didn't know that these NASCAR 99 tracks had this weirdo pit situation. Because when I was investigating the Atlanta thing, I'm like, oh, let me go to Darlington and test that, and this has it too. It's not as big of a handicap. Leaving pit road, I have to wait for the ass billboard to pass one of the brackets on my cockpit. Then I know I can go. There's no 76 ball. All right, you see how tight and narrow Darlington is, of course. If you're watching this, you probably know that. But this was the first track back in the Ricky Rudd season that I realized that, oh man, these leaders have trouble with these lappers. And it was really obvious at Darlington. I tried to do a slide job on him. I can't find anywhere to pass them. I think the only place I could pass them is through 1 and 2, and then slam it into 3 and move and get going. I can't.
Car high. Still there.
Look how much grip he has up there. Get out of here, Darrell Waltrip.
Still there.
There we go. I was able to. I got to get up there and pinch them off.
You've got a car up high. Clear.
And that's only for 30 P37. So this difficulty's tough, and it's a skill issue. And I don't think I've gotten necessarily better through this run. It's just they start coming back to us a little bit at the end of runs. Pit window's coming up right about now-ish. 17:34:51, and then they'll be able to go the rest of the way. What sucks is all these cars back here aren't pitting on the front stretch. So I usually like pitting with a car so I know how they pit and I don't cheat them entering pit road, but they're screwing me on pit road exit now, so. All right, Dave Marcus just blew up right in front of us. And it made me pause. Now I got to be careful here because he's going to be pitting. Even if he wasn't smoking, he was. There you go. I didn't know exactly how he was going to enter, so I didn't want to get under him. It'd be unfair to stay out and lead a lap. Maybe I really just got to slam on the brakes in 3.
Watch your speed now. 6,500.
So yeah, even though I say this is NASCAR Racing 2, it's really NASCAR 99, but NASCAR Racing 2 just looks. The logo looks cooler.
6,500.
All right, 55 is the speed limit. When I take off here, I can't go.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
There we go. I don't know if I have that picture-in-picture, but I got to wait for the ass billboard to get past the first bracket on the cockpit. So it's not a huge loss time-wise.
Clear.
All right, there's
You've got a flow car down low.
God.
Okay, the next 3 cars in front are all for position. You're racing the car behind you.
I'm definitely going to get better throughout the race. My Tango season, my best lap was a 29.6. And I think I was starting to break sub 30 there at the end of that first run. I'm not okay. I think 1 and 2 can hold me a little bit more than I think it can. Ricky Rudd on the apron. Is that an unscheduled pit stop? No. Is he pitting that late? Yeah, everybody's a lap down right now, so he must have. stretch this fuel. I mean, I think I'm eventually going to be a lap down here anyway. I definitely could be higher up on the track there in 1 and 2. I'm just not 100% sure what the deal is.
Car high.
Car high.
Rear high.
Kevin LePage. Yeah. Difficulty's a little tough. Wow. I mean, the leaders are probably going to be on me soon. Everybody's a lap down except for Bill Elliott, by the way. So, did he not pit?
Car down low. Clear low.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, folks, we probably showed the Bill Elliott during pit stops. He did not pit. He started making these weird power moves on the backstretch during the pit stops, but he never actually pitted. So, Bill Elliott in the lead here, folks. 1 lap ahead of everybody. Tony Stewart, probably the true leader right here. But check out these top 10 names other than Steve Park, who should be up there. The names are starting to make sense now. Rusty Wallace, though, P15. Johnny Benson down P17. Mike Skinner, P12. Jeff Gordon, P11. Dick Ramsbottom running P33 right now. Not a match. You're not going to win this, Dick. You're just going to have to just try to pick up spots near you. I know that's racing. That's what happens in racing. Just definitely missed the mark here at Ass on this difficulty. That's fine. It's a long season. Next time we're here for the Southern 500, it'll be hot stuff. Don't know what's going on here, Bill. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, stretching out his fuel here at the Mall.com 400. Let's see if he can keep it up when we get back with more action on Ass.
You ever arrest anybody you thought was innocent?
I didn't kill my husband.
Deception.
I think this woman is telling the truth.
Betrayal.
Morning, Donnie.
Nick?
Revenge.
The state says you already killed your husband. When you find him, kill him. And there's nothing anybody can do about it.
On September 24th, murder is not always a crime. Tommy Lee Jones, Ashley Judd,
I could shoot you in the middle of Mardi Gras and they can't touch me.
Double Jeopardy.
Yeah, do something. Prosecution rest.
Rated R. Friday, September 24th, everywhere.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the running of the Mall.com 400. We're on lap 34 of 70, about to hit the halfway mark. Coming up on this second round of pit stops. Bill Elliott pitted during commercial break on lap 29.
Car low. Clear all around.
Dick says, get out of here, Kevin LePage. You're not ruining. Dick hasn't been able to do anything. Just embarrassing.
You've got a slow
We're
car.
going to have some hot footage here of these pit stops from our Eye in the Sky. No longer brought to you by DC Solar. And I got a riddle for you. What has wings
Racing the 32 car.
but can't fly? We know our ass Zeppelin can fly. What has wings but can't fly? Always overnight flexi pads. They answered the call. We put out an SOS for some sponsors, and always answered the call. They said they wanted to get their foot in the door in NASCAR, and they saw that they were they were inspired by Dick getting his foot in the door here this season, his rookie season in the Winston Cup Series. So we're proud. We're happy to have always maxi pads, flexi pad, overnight flexi pads on board. Just heard Dick Ramsbottom is going to be pitting this lap.
Auto brake is now turned on.
He ducks down on the pit
Now
road.
in the top 20. Leaders coming up on you.
He pussyfoots on the pit road.
Watch your speed. Watch your speed now.
We'll take this opportunity, folks, to
Watch your
remind
speed
you
now.
that immediately following the race on ASS, we have the world television premiere of Double Jeopardy, starring Tommy Lee Jones and Ashley Judd. Don't sleep on Ashley Judd. Ashley Judd was a babe. Her husband, I forget. Her husband wanted their kid,
Go, 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 go.
or
Watch your
wanted a
speed
new
now.
wife or something, so he killed her.
Keep it on.
Or no, he framed her for his own murder on a boat, but he didn't die. So she was like in prison and stuff. And then when she got out and she was emo
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
about being wrongfully imprisoned,
Auto brake is now turned on.
she got out and she was making moves and she realized her husband was still alive. And that's Double Jeopardy. And then Tommy Lee Jones, she drives a car off of a boat. I
Got
forget,
a slow car down low.
really. But that's why you should watch it. That's why you should watch. Just stay tuned on ASS after the race for Double Jeopardy. All right, folks, we're going to see what Bill Elliott's going to do here. See if he's going to be on a weirdo pit window or not. Dick. Dick really rolled the dice there with Mike Skinner coming out onto the track, but Dick has survived.
Car down low. Clear.
Pit stops have ended. Now Dick's just going to be a asshole and block all these cars. But he said he had a pretty good idea how to run the track when we went to commercial, so we're going to send it down to him and mess him up. Hey, Dick.
Thanks, Andre. Actually, hang on, because
Still there.
I'm running with God right now.
You're on the left.
Oh no, we're a lap down. Never mind. I'm thinking I'm running with the. I think I'm running with the leaders. I saw Dale Jarrett and Mark Martin,
You got a car up high.
and I'm like, oh my God, we're running with the leaders. What happened? No, we're a lap down.
Clear high.
It's funny how it works out though, because here I was stressing and worrying about lap cars holding up the leaders, and now it's going to be me. I'm the one doing it. Ward Burton.
Car low. Still there. Clear, clear.
This is white knuckle stuff now, because I'm going to let the leaders pass me if they have a shot, but then I'm going to have to run some lines I haven't been running all race.
Car low. Clear low.
See, I don't know though. I just ran a 29.8, and that should be where they're at. I just hit 190 on the backstretch for the first time, I think. And they're still whooping me bad.
Clear high. Car high. Keep low. Clear.
Oh my God.
Okay, the leader is hitting now.
That's Jeff Burton. So yeah, these
Car high. Clear all the
something
way.
weird going
Car
on with
high.
the pit window here.
Still there. Still there.
All right, Tony Stewart. Okay, none of this is for position. Oh yeah. See, the next position we can lose is 9.6 seconds behind us. So probably get around God, and that's going to be it. All right, Tony Stewart used the high line to get around the lapper. That's what they're all doing. So at least they know a way around the lapper. And I guess I should take note of that and use the high line. That's just so tight. That is so tight coming out of that turn. Tony Stewart and Mike Skinner just got tangled in something. Man. Yeah, I think I'll be able to get around God here. Next, when we come here for the Southern 500 later this season, I'm really going to have to practice here.
Bill Elliott has not pitted yet. We got, 21 laps to go. Dale Jarrett's probably, I don't know. These guys are going to have to pit again. Bill Elliott's probably going to get this win. You're taking a look at all this stuff going on here. Dale Earnhardt Jr., we're just finding out about that now, but you probably saw that on the feed. Dale Jr. on lap 36 DNF, so it was during the pit stops probably. Dick Ramsbottom P34, he can catch God, and we don't have the intervals there on how he can pick up ground on Jeff Bodine and Kenny Wallace possibly. Not a good run for Dick. I mean, he had Dick Nation here at the track rooting for him. Just wasn't able to get it done. They call him Big Dick from Turtle Creek. He's from Turtle Creek, Florida. We haven't talked about his origin story yet, folks. We'll get to that. We got a lot of races to go. I think Bristol's next. Let's get done. Let's just hang on. Let's finish this race first. See if Dick can pick up some more spots. Here we go.
All right, thanks, Andre. We've entered nightmare zone right now. We got Earnhardt, Steve Park, the legend Steve Park on us now too. Gotta let Steve Park go. I'm just backing out of that. Oh boy.
Jumping in with a special treat for you folks. We got God mic'd up again this race. Dick's trying to get around him, and he's actually shit. We were trying to. Never mind. No, we'll throw it to God. Hey God, this is Andre with the ass. No, wait a minute, God's fighting back. Oh, what a power move by God. God, God, what are you doing? I'm pitting, Andre. God, we came to you specifically. Turn your radio down. We came to you specifically because you were going to be having some hot racing with Dick Ramsbottom there, and then you decided to pit. Guess what? My plan. That was my plan. It's over. So I'm on pit road right now. Tell you what, they should change the name of this track. I know they call it the Leading Back in Black, but they should call it, we got a DNF, folks. Looks like, Andre, we have a DNF. Looks like I was Kevin LePage. Who am I talking to? Yeah, I'm God. We should change they call it the Lady in Black, but they should call it the house that God built, because I'm responsible for everything that's ever happened, because I create everything. Therefore, anybody that creates something and I created them, ipso facto, I created it. So the new nickname of this track is the house that God built. That's what I think it should be. No, that's not how it works, because all you do is take credit for the good things and not the bad things. So we're in the South. Slavery. What do you think about slavery? Oh, I had absolutely nothing to do with that. Zero. I had nothing to do with that. But then, how about they thanked God for for the Emancipation Proclamation and the freedom of the slaves? No, that was all me. That was something I had planned. So. All right, God, you're a bullshitter. Anyway, Dick's leaving pit road. We're going to concentrate on him here. All right, Dick has left pit road. Let's see if you and Dick are close on the track here. Oh, you just flew by Dick. Wow. Dick's going to be tracking you down, God. Let's send it down to Dick for these hot final laps of this race.
Thanks, Andre. Got 11 to go. I'm not going to catch God. I lost that.
There's a spin on the back stretch.
Okay, spin on the back stretch. That's good. That's...
We've got just 10 more to go. 10 left.
Okay, I was hoping for some more call-outs, but that could be a spot we can gain. If there's a wreck. The Kevin LePage thing,
Clear low.
I was grateful for. Okay, we got...
You've got a flow car down low.
I really slowed up there because I thought Mike Skinner was diving under me, but he's pitting. Yeah, this AI strength is a little wild.
You've got a flow car down low.
But yeah, hopefully a wreck pops up here or there and I can gain another spot. But yeah, I'm P32. Oh, we've had a bunch of DNFs here. I'm not sure when all that happened. Look out. All right, looks like everything's kind of evening out anyway. Bobby Labonte in the lead. He's kind of the true leader. Dale Jarrett was up there earlier, but I don't see him in the standings. I still don't see him, but I'm not.
You've got a flow car down low.
See, maybe not. These cars, Earnhardt, I think, just came out of the pits. Earnhardt might be winning this.
You've got a flow car ahead.
Yeah, more pitters. Okay, so Bobby Labonte pitting. Earnhardt now the leader.
Just 5 more to go. Keep it up.
Bill Elliott's popped up to third. I'm guessing Earnhardt has to pit, and he's gonna.
Car high.
He's gonna give up the lead to Earnhardt.
They're all around.
Is Kenny Irwin for position right here?
Still there.
No, Kenny Irwin's 2 laps down. I don't know. Pit road got janked here.
Got a blue car down low.
So there's Bobby the Bonnie. Dale Earnhardt just made a swerve move. He's probably pitting. Which is going to... No, he didn't. I don't know. So Bill Elliott wins this unless Dale Earnhardt pits. Or... No. If Dale Earnhardt pits, Bill Elliott wins. Man, this race has thrown me off big time.
Just 2 to go.
Hopefully, in editing, I made God's voice less echoey. I was experimenting, and I think the Atlanta race, it was barely, you could barely understand what he was saying. Just kind of trying to differentiate him and Andre's voice somehow. All right.
One more time around.
So there's Dale Earnhardt. He's on Bill Elliott, but he's a full second ahead of Bill. He's a full lap ahead of Bill Elliott. And did they just almost wreck? Oh no, wait a minute.
Blue car down low.
Okay, Dale Earnhardt pitting on the very last lap. This is going to be wild because can Bill Elliott get around in time to beat Dale Earnhardt to the start-finish line? That's where we're at right now. Earnhardt started on the pole. I don't think the cockpit's going to let me see the beginning of pit road. I can't see where Earnhardt is.
Got a blue car down low. All right, there's the
All right.
It's all over.
I'm guessing Earnhardt won. Look out, Dale. Earnhardt won. He was able to cross the start-finish line on pit road before Bill Elliott. And then he almost wrecked us. Yeah, something wild going on with pit road here. All right, taking a look at the final results. Yeah, Earnhardt, I thought it was going to be much more suspenseful. I thought it was going to be much more suspenseful than what happened. I thought he was going to be doing a full pit stop, but he did a splash and go, which is rare in these late 90s Papyrus games. Then again, it might be just rare for me because I'm usually doing these pit windows and there's no cautions and it's just it all squares up. Anything else happen here? Yeah, there was a wreck after we were talking with God that I heard myself mention it in editing and I just didn't go find it, so something happened there. Steve Park again. We'll let these new ratings kind of simmer here for a race or two to see what's going on. Terry Labonte got a top 10. We just got to drop those. We just got to drop those guys down. 11 through 20. Dale Jarrett was up near the front. Stuff happened during pit stops, knocked him back. Jeff Gordon, Ricky Rudd, the points leader down there. And I'm looking for Tony Stewart now because Tony Stewart and who was that? Tony Stewart and Mike Skinner got into it there when we were during something. And I had totally forgotten about it. I remember it happened during the race, and I totally forgot about it. And then when I was cycling through cars during a picture-in-picture thing, I saw Tony Stewart beat up, and that reminded me. So I showed him there for a while with a beat-up car. So he was basically in the lead here behind Bill Elliott, and then got into trouble with Mike Skinner and ended P25. And we finished P32, so whatever. Who didn't I find? Ken Schrader. I wasn't able to find Ken Schrader's engine issue. Or I was. It just didn't pop up in those pit stops where we could see Kevin LePage and Rick Mass come onto pit road. They're blowing up. I'm obsessed with showing all those, and I think we covered them all except for Ken Schrader this race. So that's it. It says, look at that. It's showing race number 0 up there. That's our season. That's our season file in game getting screwed up. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully this is gonna be the last video for this stupid song that's playing right now. It gets too loud around this time. I'm gonna change that one. And where are we going to next? Bristol, Texas. Probably Martinsville sprinkled in there. And we don't hit the road course until the teens. We don't hit the first road course until we get into the teens race-wise. So, all right, Bristol's going to be next. Buckle up. Thanks for watching.